Hello learners, welcome to the technical accounting, that is Tally Prime. We are here in the chapter number 5, that is fundamentals of Tally Prime part 2. In the previous lecture of this particular chapter, we have seen the introduction to the vouchers that we are going to use for the journal entries in a Tally. Okay, so there were the number of vouchers were there, that's a contra, payment, sales, purchases, likewise the various 8 vouchers were there, right? So now we are going to use this previous example that is related to the Rubik's Limited that we are going to continue, and with the help of this particular transactions of a Rubik's Limited, we have created in the last chapter the ledgers and the groups also. By default, Tally has given us some of the groups, so we don't need to create any of the groups, so we haven't created that, right? But ledgers, they have given to us only the two by default, that is a cash ledger and the profit and loss account ledger, right? Except these two ledgers, whatever the need arises for us. Likewise, in this particular transaction, there is a cash, capital, furniture and building. These ledgers we have to create. We have to create, and that we have created actually, right? So I'm going. This is what the manual accounting in this particular transaction. How the manual accounting is done, you can see on your screen. And computerized accounting, how it is done. It is again the same thing, but you just have to bifurcate it. That is a cash account and a capital account. You have to show separately, and the furniture building to capital you have to show it separately. Whatever the ledger required, you can see in the column of a ledger also. That is a cash, capital, furniture building and capital. These ledgers we have to create. Out of that, cash was already created, so we had created the newly one, that is a capital, furniture and a building. These three vouchers we have created already in a Tally. Right now we are going to see how to do this accounting in a Tally. Okay, so students, we will go to the Tally first and we will see how to do these entries. Okay, now you can see in front of you, that is a screen of a Tally. Once again, first of all you have to check which company is open here. So here company is not the Rubik's Limited. So once again we have to choose from a company option, that is a Alt plus K option. I will press the Alt plus K and you can see the company menu over here. I have to select, that is a Alt plus F3. I will go for a Alt plus F3, that is a select option. Now there are the number of companies are there that we have already created. So I have to go for a Rubik's Limited. Okay, I will go to the Rubik's Limited first. I will select this company with the help of enter key, and then transactions I have to do now. Okay, once again I have told you before, if there are two companies are open, just check that in which company you are doing the entry, so that you can see the look of this thing. You can see the name of company over here in this way. That is two companies are open on this in this particular area, and in a bold sense, in a bold letter they have given to you, that is a Rubik's Limited, right? So it means that Rubik's Limited is open. Also the another company is open, but Rubik's Limited is open for a transaction journal entries. Okay, it is open for a journal entries. So you can do the entries over here in a Rubik's Limited, but for the safer side, I will shut the company which is again open over there, which is not for our requirement. So I will go to the once again Alt key option, and to for the shut option, once again I will press the key Alt plus F, Control plus F3. You can see the option over there, Control plus F3. The option once again, you can see the heading shut company, which company you want to shut. Rubik's Limited they have selected by default, but we don't want to shut this Rubik's Limited. I want to shut this company. Okay, so I will shut this company. I will enter this. So automatically you can see the only one name over here, that is the Rubik's Limited. Okay, now we will go for a vouchers. First of all, how many ledgers we have created, we will check it once again. For that purpose, I have to go for a masters and alter option. When I want to see how many vouchers or how many ledgers are already created in Tally, for that purpose, I have to go for alter. Even if you want to see how many groups, even currency vouchers are created over there, you have to go for a alter option. So I am going for alter option, and you can see the ledgers. So you can see the ledgers we have created in a last chapter, that is a building, capital, furniture, goods, ICICI bank account, and the Umesh Hardware. Okay, I think first 5 or 4 transactions we have taken and we have created the ledgers over here. So firstly, we will do the entries for this particular ledgers. Okay, I will go to the once again that is a vouchers option. Okay, here you can see the transactions which you are going to enter in a voucher. So I will go to the vouchers option first, and here by default there is a payment voucher. You can see the name of this voucher, that is a payment. You can see also the how this screen looks like when you go for a vouchers. It is just like a voucher. Here you can see the name of that voucher, that is a payment number one. Likewise, how many vouchers are you going to use for a payment, the numbers will differ over. Okay, then now voucher is payment, then list of ledgers directly, then buy debit, buy means debit, two means credit. Likewise, you have to use this type of things. But another one thing I want to show you, that is in this way, in this side you can see some of the basic options are there. Means F2 key is there for a date. If you want to change the date, you can go for F2. If you want to go for a company menu, you can go for F3 also. Contra voucher F4 key you can press. For receipt voucher F6. Likewise, the voucher keys are given over here, right? These are the shortcut keys, and also there are the vouchers. You can directly click on these vouchers with the help of a mouse also, and with the help of a function key also, right? I want to show you this thing, that is a change mode option, you can see. Okay, this change mode option, when I click on a change mode, uh, there are two options arises, that is a double entry and a single entry. Right now we are entering in a double entry, right? Because it is already selected double entry, you can see only in a bold letters. But if there is a single entry I want to choose, so I will go for a single entry. I just want to show how this that is voucher looks like when I choose the single entry. When I choose the single entry, you cannot see the debit and credit for the debit and credit option there, right? Directly single entry time is which account and so to whom you are going to give the money, or likewise you have to give this thing. If I write it down, likewise the things are like this. Okay, the single entry system is like this, but we are not going to follow the single entry system. We will go for a double entry. Okay, for that purpose, once again I will go to the change mode option. I will select a double entry, and now I am going to do a double entry. By mistakenly, we have taken a cash in a single entry, that's why there is a cash. By mistakenly, we can delete that. Right now, before doing any of the payment, first of all, we must have to know in which ledger I have to do that is an entry. My first entry was related to the capital. That cash, Duvix Limited has bring the cash, they bring the furniture, and they bring the building. For that purpose, I was having two entries. We will go for that once again. Okay, we will go for that, and that particular entries you can see on the screen, and on the screen you can see that is the two vouchers we have to maintain for this account. That is a receipt voucher and a journal voucher. Okay, in the receipt voucher, cash account we have to debit, and capital account we have to credit. So in a tally, you know that there is a which voucher was selected. That is a payment voucher was it. But we don't require a payment voucher. We will go for a receipt voucher first. We will enter this entry receipt voucher, or receipt voucher, and after that we will enter this entry that is related to the journal voucher. Okay. So firstly, we will go to the receipt voucher in a tally. We will have to enter this entry. Already cash and a capital ledgers are there. Okay, and the date is the 13th of April 2020. Okay, so we will go to the tally once again, and we will see. Now here it is a payment voucher. I don't want this payment voucher. I want this receipt voucher. So I will go by clicking F6 also, or you can go for with the help of this mouse also. Okay, so I have selected the receipt voucher. Now I have to see which date is there. For that purpose, I will go for a date with the help of a mouse also, with the help of a F2 also. So I will go for a date, and you can see the date, which date is there. This is a 13th of April, so I will go for a 13th of April. Okay, 13th of April 2020. Now students, you can see I have entered the 13th of April 2020, but still it is not accepting. When I press on an enter key, When I press on an enter key, it is not accepting. Why this is so? Because I have already told you this is the educational version. Okay, Tally Prime is an educational version, and that's why I cannot go for a date. I cannot change a date. But when it is a licensed version, when you go for a job in a market, then you can see there are the licensed version. These are the licensed version. When there are licensed version, then only you can enter all the data properly with the date. Okay. Right now this is not taking a date, so I'm just changing the date right now over here. I'm just making it a 1st of April 2020. Okay, right now I'm entering. Likewise, they are accepting this entry. Okay, so 1st of April 2020 I have entered. Now they are asking which account you are going to credit to. It means that they are in front of this two and asking for the same, that which account you are going to credit. Now in my transaction, if you know that in this transaction, that is in this transaction, you can see there is a cash account is debited while capital account is credited. Okay, so we have to credit the capital account. This is a very first entry we are doing in a voucher. That's why I'm taking that much of time to do this entry. Otherwise, we will from the next voucher, from the next journal entry, we will do it fast. Okay. Now, once again, we have to go for a tally. Okay, and we will see which account is going to be credited. Capital account is going to be credited. One more thing I want to tell you, when we are in a receipt voucher, okay, see students, we are in a receipt voucher, and when we are in a receipt voucher, there are the options. List of a ledger they have given to us, which we have prepared, that is a building, capital, furniture, goods and hardware. We have also created the ICICI bank account ledger, right? There was by default a cash ledger was also there, which is given by Tally, right? But these options are not here. Cash account is not here, bank account is not here, and we are in a receipt voucher. It means that when you select a receipt voucher, there should not be a credit to the cash or a bank. Got it? When there is a receipt voucher, there should not be a credit to the bank account or a cash account, right? Except the cash or bank is going to be credited. Any other account can be credited, but not the cash or bank can be credited. Okay. So right now, which account we have to choose? We have to choose the capital account. Okay. So capital account is credited with the amount, that is amount, which amount, I think 5 lakhs, right? 5 lakhs I have to take over here. Okay, 5 lakhs. And then by cash, of course, Rubix Limited introduced a cash in a company, in a business, right? So cash account is going to be debited. So this is what my entry is. Cash account debited to capital account rupees 5 lakh. Okay, this type of entry you can do over here. To means credit, by means debit, as you know that. Okay, when I press on a enter, it means that all things you have entered over here, that is accepted. Then here the narration they have given to, right? Here they have given the narration, right? This narration I have to write it down, that for what purpose this money came into the business, right? So we will write it down, just like when we write the narration in a manual accounting, the same we have to write it down, the narration in this particular example. Okay, so being cash introduced in business. Likewise, you have to enter the narration like this, being cash introduced in a business. Okay, I just have to click enter. Now they are asking once again whether do you want to accept this or not. Okay, do you want to accept this or not? You just have to click on yes or no. If you don't want to accept this, you can press a no. If you want to accept this, you can press a enter or Y. Likewise, we have I'm going to select this, and you can see automatically the entry. And now they're asking for the next one. Which next entry I have to do that? So I will go to the next transaction once again, and we will see the next transaction. Which one is the next transaction over here? That is a furniture account debit, building account debit to capital. And now you can see, as we have seen in a vouchers nature, that the voucher which is not contained any of the cash or a bank, so that that should be entered in a voucher, that is a journal. Okay, so we will select the journal voucher, we will debit the furniture account, we will debit the building account, and we will credit the capital account. Okay, and the amount are furniture 4 lakh, building 50 lakhs, and likewise 54 lakhs we have to credit to the capital account. Okay, so we will go to the tally once again, and we will do the entry. First of all, we have to select the ledger, that is a journal. You can see on that side, that is a journal voucher is there. You can click with the help of a mouse. I'm selecting this one, F7 journal voucher. Now you can see the name has changed, that is a voucher is journal number 1. Okay, then I'm doing the entry. They are asking for the buy. First of all, change the date. So I will go for a date, and I will keep it as the same because the cash, furniture and building I have introduced on the same date. So I'm keeping it as the same, that is a 2nd of April 2009. Okay, then which account is going to be debited? That is a furniture account. Again, you can see when it is a journal voucher, in the list of a ledger account, there is not a cash account and there is not a bank account. As we have know, the nature of this journal voucher is no cash or bank should be debited or credited. Okay, so I am going to select the furniture account. Furniture account debited with amount rupees 4 lakh, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is a 4 lakh. And then once again, they are asking for a credit. That is the 2 option you can see over here. See, the 2 option directly came over here. But I wanted to debit something else now. So what I have to do, I just have to change this 2 with the buy. So I will directly go for a buy. Likewise, I have typed over here such type of by, that's a buy. Automatically you can change over here. Okay, so when you press enter, it will come to the buy. That is a once again you want to debit something, Tally has accepted. Okay, so we will enter which account is debited now. The building account is debited. So from the list of these ledgers, I'm going to select the building account with the help of the keyboard keys. So you just have to press enter key. And building account was, I think, 50 lakhs rupees. Okay, so 50 lakhs rupees was there. Now to yes, now you want to credit it. You want to credit the capital account. Now I want to credit a capital. Okay, so this should be the entry: furniture account debit, building account debit to capital account. You can see the date also. The date is also 2nd of April 2020. And this one, furniture account debit, building account debit, capital account credit, 54 lakhs. Likewise, debit and credit is there. Okay, it is in a journal voucher. Just accept this. Once again, enter the narration over here. That is being furniture and building. Furniture and building introduced in business. Okay, being introduced in business. I just want to accept this thing. Okay, everything narration you have entered over here, being furniture and building introduced in business, that will be your narration. Accept that and by pressing enter. Okay, likewise you have done the first entry, that is in a receipt voucher and in a journal voucher. 2 entries you have done over. That is a capital you have got in a company. Now the what is the next entry is that the next entry is related to the, I think, bank and cash, right? That is bank and cash was there. Yes, they have opened a bank account with rupees 50,000 cash. Okay, so 50,000 cash is, again they have opened a bank. For that purpose, I need a transaction, that is what will be the entry. That is a ICICI bank account debited to cash account, because you have deposited the money in a bank. That's why what will be the entry? Bank account debited to cash account. And this entry we have to do in a tally. For that purpose, which voucher is required? As you know that the nature of a voucher, there is cash and bank. When cash and bank is involved, you just have to select the contra voucher. Okay, so I'm going to select the contra voucher in a tally. So we will go for a tally once again. Okay, here the journal voucher was selected, but I have to choose a contra voucher. For that purpose, you can go for a F4 key or mouse. So I have chosen a contra voucher. When I choose a contra voucher, the name you can check over here whether it is really selected or not. Okay, so contra voucher, I am going to enter this one in a particulars, which account is going to be credited, because they are asking for the 2. 2 means credited. First they are asking for the 2 and then they are asking for the debit. So it can be okay. Don't be confused with these things. Okay, when it is a 2, it means it is a credited. It should not be likewise. Means it is not like that we always do debit first and then credit. That is our bank account debited to cash account, but they are not following the same thing, the same procedure in a tally. That's why they are giving you the 2 first. Then be careful about that which is given, what is given over there, whether it is a 2 or whether it is a 1. Okay, so when it is a 2, it means that it is a credited. So which account was credited? That is a cash account was credited. What was my transaction? We have deposited some money in a bank. Okay, so ICICI bank account was debited to cash account. So I'm going to select the cash over here. You can see in a contra voucher, when I select a contra voucher, automatically the list of ledgers. See, this is what the magic of a tally is. It is a contra voucher, and the nature of a contra voucher is that only cash in a bank account will be there. Okay, so cash account I'm going to select now for the credit. So I will select the cash account, and that is I think 50,000 rupees over there, right? And by ICICI bank. Okay, cash account debited to ICICI bank account. By default, they have taken ICICI bank account because we are having only a one account of a bank. Maybe in the next transactions or in a practical sense, one company may have more than 2 or more than 3 bank accounts. So there will be a list of a bank's account. Okay, at that time you have to select the bank account. Right now there is only bank accounts. So automatically they have selected. I just have to click on the enter. 50,000 is automatically there. Yes, the entry amount is correct again. Now they are asking, you are depositing a cash, right? When you're depositing a cash, so at that time you just have to give the denominations. You just have to give the denominations, means 2,000 rupees notes. How many notes of 2,000 were there? How many notes of 1,000 were there? How many notes of 500? Likewise, you have to give the denominations of your cash. That should be equal to the 50,000. But right now, I'm not keeping it, giving it anything. When you go for a practical purpose, you can give the details, but it is not the compulsory one. If you don't want to give these details, that is okay. Okay, then just I have to click on the enter without entering, without typing anything. No denomination has selected. They have given the message. Yes, that is okay for us. So I'm selecting the enter again. Now the bank name, means from which bank you are withdrawing that money and all these things. You can give the details over here also. Tally will ask you more details. If you want to provide that, you can provide. Means whatever the information is there with you, you can provide that. But it is not like that. If you don't provide it, Tally is not going to accept your entry. It's not like that. They will accept your entry whatever the information you have entered. But only necessary information is vouchers you have to select, the date you have to select, then amount you have to enter, and the ledgers you have to enter, groups you have to create. This is what the very necessary information, and this all information you can see over here, that is the secondary one. Okay, so I'm just keeping pressing on enter. Now the narration, once again they are going to ask you, so I'm writing down the narration being cash deposited or opened a bank account. Open a bank account with cash in ICICI. Whatever the narration you require, you can give the narration over here likewise. Okay, you can give the narration likewise being opened a bank account in ICICI. Okay, likewise, I just want to click on enter. It means that you want to accept this. Yes, I want to accept it. That's why I will click on enter. Likewise, the third entry we have done. We will see the next entry. What is there in the next entry? Okay, we are here in the next transaction. That is, I have to go for a next transaction right now, and that transaction is once again related to the case 2. You can see over here, case 2 is related to the contract. And on the next day, that is on the 12th of October, means in the month of October. Of course, this date is not acceptable by Tally, so I will put a first or a second date of October only. Okay, we will choose a month October, but we will keep the date as a first or second. Okay, so on 12th of October 2020, cash deposited in ICICI Bank rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so cash deposited in ICICI Bank rupees 1 lakh. What will be the entry in the manual accounting? That is the ICICI Bank account debited to cash account. Okay, ICICI Bank account debited to cash account. The same entry we are going to do in a computer software, that is in a Tally also. That is the ICICI Bank account is debited to cash account. But which voucher you are going to use there? That is a contra voucher you are going to use there. You can see the entry. That is the 12th of October 2020 contra voucher. Which ledgers we have to create? ICICI Bank and the cash. And we know that we have already created that. We just have to do the entry. Okay. So we will move to the tally right now and we will do the entry over here. Okay. So automatically you can see by default as we have done the previous entry in a contra, that's why the contra voucher is already there. You can see the contra voucher. I just have to do the entry. So date I have to change. For that purpose I will go for F2. I will change the date and that date is should be I must have to do that is a 2nd of October. Okay, 2nd of October 2020 I am keeping it. So 2nd of October 2020 the date has accepted by the tally. I just have to do the entry now. The entry was a cash deposited in bank. So once again, cash account is credited. They are asking for the two means credited. Which account is credited? Cash account is credited. So I will go for a cash. You can see in the list of all ledgers, there are only two options, cash and a bank, just like the contra. Okay, because it is a contra voucher. So I will select this cash voucher. I will enter the amount. I think it was rupees 1 lakh, right? What was it? It was rupees, yes, it was rupees 1 lakh. So I will enter rupees 1 lakh over here and by ICICI Bank account. ICICI Bank account is debited to cash account, that is rupees 1 lakh, that was my entry. Again they are asking me for the denominations and all because I have deposited cash in a bank likewise. Okay? So I am keeping it as it is. Yes, by mistakenly if you go further and you want to get back, so at that time you have to use a key backspace. At that time you have to use the key backspace to come back to that point which we have lost. Okay, so write it down, narration over here, being cash deposited in bank. That's it. That will be your narration. Being cash deposited in bank, that will be your narration. Okay, then you want to accept it? Yes, I want to accept it. Okay, so these are all where information that we are going to see over here. Okay, this contra voucher we have entered, and we have seen also the voucher which was related to the journal and the that is receipt voucher, that is a capital related to the capital entry we have done in a tally and related to the contra voucher done in a tally. So in this particular session, we have seen that whatever the ledgers we have already created, we have to take that ledgers from the list and we have to create a voucher. This was a basic thing. In the next session, we are going to see the next transaction, that is a remand with this example, because this example we have to see in detail. Okay. So till then, thank you very much.